Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
You think the Vice boys get any on the side?
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in at Central.
Mouthpiece court strips off me at the grand jury.
All right, everybody, welcome back to LA Noire. My call sign is November 9. Again, apologize for any background noises or the sound of mashing buttons as we complete our playthrough here on this new case. Let's get in the car and go see what's up. And we want to make a U-turn here. And I think we are going up the hill.
Stop just ahead.
Oh boy.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, just call the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
All right, so
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
looks like that car was one railroad tie piece of wood away from going off the cliff. Thankfully, they have a little path to go down to the crime scene here. Why didn't they put the police station on top of this big hill?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Well, clearly that is a pair of undergarments.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
It's unsavory. Please come home. All is forgiven.
She's a long way from home.
Auntie Junie's looking after you, but I can't help worrying. The world is a very dangerous place for young girls. Yes. Mom cries every night, kid. Hollywood's no place for a girl like you. Alright. Well, here's the license plate. That's not really a... Hello?
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Alright. Shrunken head from a movie prop house.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff?
good ones, Phelps.
If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Alright, let's go ask.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast
You?
of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Alright, well, he got told. Let's ask her about the doping.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Of course she remembers. That's why she said this rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. She knows who she's talking about. And a long blink, we're going to bad cop her.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
All right, now we'll ask her about her injured passenger. Even now, she's looking all over the place.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
See how she made that little movement in the edge of her mouth? It's like she wanted to say more, but no, she shouldn't. And the muscles in her face were continuing to move. Plus, her passenger's underwear was torn off. So we're going to accuse her.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Why, yes, we do.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
All right. Now we'll ask about the fake shrunken head.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
And she immediately looks off to the side, so we're going to bad cop her.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
She keeps saying Mark Bishop. He might be a suspect.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
Well, I don't think we can do that, so we're just going to play bad cop again.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's see what we can shake out of the kid.
All right. I'm guessing her and her husband have what's referred to as an open relationship.
So what's going on over there?
No idea, buddy. I just work here. All right, so let's go to the hospital and check on Jessica Hamilton.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
All right, this is the way we came in, I think. In the olden days, they built the police department next to the hospital. Seems like a good deal.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Thanks a lot, dollface.
No, I don't need
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Hey,
My head
where
still
is the
feels
telephone? Do you know?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
And she immediately looks away. We know we have the underwear, so let's accuse.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
And she looks away again.
We found your underwear in your handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. But that was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage.
All right, a lot of coping going on there. Let's ask about contact with her parents.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
But we read that letter, so we know it's not true.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
As she continues to look away.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
All right, let's ask her about Mark Bishop.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
And she looks away again. I don't have any direct proof, so we'll play bad cop.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
Because he just banged
That's
you.
why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
Don't worry, Jessica. You were only a sacrificial lamb for your sweet Auntie Junie.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Even though she's looking away, we don't have any evidence otherwise that she doesn't know it. So I think good cop's the right way to go here.
Jessica, I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
There is no part. All right. I think we missed this clue. The chart. Head trauma, soft tissue damage, chloral hydrate in bloodstream, external bruising to genitals, and other evidence of criminal abuse. I don't know what all those medical things mean, so I'm just going to skip over them and pretend I do. I guess that's probably her blood oxygen level looks pretty good. Pulse has decreased significantly since she came in, as well as her blood pressure. But now the drugs have worn off, the pain has significantly increased. So, oh, pain score 5 is asleep. Never mind, what do I know? All right. So we'll be on the lookout for some chloral hydrate.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
We should follow her.
There There she goes. Come on.
Alright.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
We got a car in between her and us. And we can pull over a little bit if we think she's starting to see us. But I think we're at a good distance here.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Looks like she's pulling over. So we'll pull over. Didn't even look.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
I'm gonna go incognito.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
She wants him
Well, then make
whacked.
someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
Alright, now we got his address.
Sure, I caught the film.
Don't mind me. Alright, she probably wasn't looking back. She seems pretty oblivious.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
Go left just now.
I didn't.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
Turn left up ahead. If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McAfee's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McAfee will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way. Goes straight through here.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Take the next left.
All units in the vicinity and car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KTPL clear.
Straight on here.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
I am gunning it.
Straight on. Straight through. Keep going straight.
You're here now.
Okay. We're not really here though.
Car 11K, 11 King,
We just got here. It didn't put me into the cutscene.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
All right, I think we went the wrong way. What is... Don't do that.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to miss the guys doing this, but we just drove right by it, I guess. That doesn't appear to be a clue. Oh, what is this?
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
It involves your knees. All right, $20,000 check.
Presented to Mark.
With thanks from Silver Screen Props. Maybe that's where that shrunken head came from. All right.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
D.W. Griffith was a famous movie maker back in the day. His most infamous movie, I think, is called Birth of a Nation. Extremely racist movie. But the favorite of Woodrow Wilson, so nobody's canceling Woodrow Wilson, though. Nope, I don't think that's a clue. But that might be.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Okay. That's where the alleged assault of poor Jessica Hamilton took place. All right, I don't think that's anything. Nor is that. Or is that? Or is that? Yeah, that wooden spoon is a big clue. See, he looks at all the clues if you leave him enough time.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
And that is that movie that the other thing right next to it is from. All right, I think we could go talk to her now. They made the little chimey noise. Let's ask about the domestic disturbance.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
She made a lot of good eye contact when she was delivering it, but after the fact, her chin went up, kind of like very defiant facial not expression, but pose, I guess. So we'll go intuition here just to make sure. Well, we definitely don't have any proof that I can see, so we'll go bad cop.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Let's see if she knows his whereabouts.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Okay. Unlike the other time, her chin didn't go up. Good eye contact.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Ask her about the $20,000 check.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
And she looked down right there. So we have this check right here. So we're going to use that to accuse.
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, Detective?
When somebody says something like that, you'd be pretty sure they know more than they're willing to say.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Now let's ask her about poor Jessica Hamilton.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Yeah, again, I think they call these little facial expressions microaggressions. Now her eyes are starting to wander. She swallowed there. We'll go bad cop.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. but he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
All right. Let's use this phone to find out where Silver Screen Props is.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
No, I need a location on a Silver Screen Prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
All right. Let's go there now.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. They're finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
All right, let me select our location. I'm going to make my partner drive to this one.
You know the way. You can drive.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and McAfee.
Yep. All right, there's the mermaid. That's that bear from Roadhouse. Remember it fell on that guy at the end? Tiny?
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
There's another bear. Good grief.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
All right. Shrunken head, just not the one we're looking for. Oh.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
All right, chloral hydrate. It says tablets. Maybe they crushed one up, put it in her drink. More shrunken heads, but again, not the kind we're looking for.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
All right.
Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Let's try this door.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
No, but there's another mirror here, so I'm guessing that one's probably the same way. Why would you need that big of a mirror in the crapper? Looks like the last person didn't even flush. All right. Oh, look at that. The matching shrunken head.
So this is where you sprang from.
Well, that implicates Mr. Hopgood. I think I saw a newspaper over here. Dope floods streets. Cops chase war surplus contraband.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? What do you think? Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, Surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
All right, the famous Mickey Cohen, everybody. So Courtney Sheldon has control of a bunch of morphine, and the Surrettes is like a little injector for the morphine that they use. I'm sure if you watch any World War II movie, you'll see lots of them, like Saving Private Ryan or whatever. All right. This looks suspicious. A fake alleyway painting. Here's the peep room.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
All right, that's the film set.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
I think it was probably X-rated. Yep, and here's the view of the toilet. Delightful. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see what Mr. Hamilton has to say. All right, the association with Mr. Bishop.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Yeah, I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. I haven't seen him around here in a while.
So we know that's not true.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
Well, we can use this. Chloral hydrate. That was found in Jessica's bloodstream.
A 15-year-old girl told me how she was drugged and molested at a casting house. I found the chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
All right, let's ask him about the whereabouts.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Well, that's pretty solid advice.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That set he's talking about was torn down way before the events of this game, by the way. All right, relationship with June Ballard.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
And we also know that's not true because we've got a film reel, an empty one, that says Mark Bishop, Jessica Hamilton. Now, Mark Bishop couldn't have used the camera, so I wonder who did.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me. My hands are clean on this.
Missing screen test, quote unquote.
Enough. I've been in your peep room, Hopgood. I've seen your smut pictures and the camera setup. You made a movie of Jessica. I found the canister.
The deal is I get to sell the movies to burlesque houses and private collectors. These movie guys love seeing their cocks on screen. But part of the arrangement is I never film their faces. June had me film Bishop, and then she kept the movie for insurance. He went apeshit when he realized his face was front and center.
Who has the film now?
Who else? McAfee.
Probably to ensure his wife gets the part in the movie. Evidence of blackmail.
Ballard had what she wanted. Where does the money come into it?
What money?
All right, we know that's a lie.
Enough of the lies.
I told you, I get my cut selling dirty movies.
And you also get your cut from a $20,000 check.
Your ex was getting 20 large from Bishop.
If I wanted to skim 20 from Bishop, we'd do it through the movie budget. June said she'd sell him the film once the movie had wrapped, but Guy wanted cash. He's in a cash-only business. You think I had a choice in this?
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
That's where you listen to a more experienced partner.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
They don't look very happy.
I don't think they like your little...
Oh boy.
Before they do.
Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
Alright, well that was pretty easy. Shouldn't have messed with Cole Phelps. What those two guys crashed to each other for?
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Yeah, don't bother calling anybody. Tell them to clean up that mess. It's a good thing, too. The guy who ran away was getting ready to pull out a Thompson, I think. All right. See you later, folks. All right, Jungle Drums.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
All right. Here's the car dealership. Remember that? All right, I think it's a right here.
Taking the next right.
There it is. The set of Intolerance. I think it was torn down in the 30s.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
Oh no!
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
Not stairs.
This is all a big mistake.
Oh my god. Your calves will be done right now. Way too many stairs.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't do anything.
Try telling them that. Don't want him to kick me down the ladder.
We're trying to help you, Bishop.
This is all a big mistake.
It's us or McAfee's boys. Your choice.
I didn't.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
Whew.
Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Too late.
All right, you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
I mean, they can't get up here. Everything fell apart.
Christ, detectives are trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
It's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Kill a cop. That is the electric chair.
Come on, it's this way. God, they're everywhere.
All right, get my reload on. How'd that guy get up there?
For the love of God, how many are there?
die here. Throw down your gun.
Just got you there. There's a ladder leading to the ground.
All right, come on, get out of cover. Good grief. Ooh, your hands will be getting killed doing this.
Get him over here, I'll cover you! Come on, the cavalry's here! McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Ooh, that hurts.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car. Weapons on the ground, now! LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Is this really the best McAfee's got? Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there. How long do you think you can hold out?
Good grief.
For the love of God, how many are there?
They're dead now.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
You too, Cap. I liked him. He was a good partner.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
I have a feeling Roy Earl has a higher level of prestige in the department than the captain does.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
You're asking the wrong person, buddy.
This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. You realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Gonna have to dope her up.
These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Well, so far this place has been an absolute disaster. Alright, reaching the apartment earlier would have meant a chance to give McAfee's goons what for. I just don't think the autopilot wanted us to get there in time. We are now promoted to the homicide desk. Hopefully, my nasal problems will clear up before then. If not, anyway, hope you join me next time. My call sign is November 9. Thanks for watching.